or set somewhere else.
Joe, the reason why I said the looking bad in video thing is you do realize that there was a lot of Christians out there who, I mean, I was suspicious because I actually said, what's going on here? Because I didn't know you, Joe. I didn't know what type of person you were. I didn't know if you were a good person, bad person, or just going along with this. But there was a lot of Christians out there who believed that you cared about them and respected them. Sorry.
Yeah. And to be honest, I do feel a little bad.
You do realize that these folks considered you their friend. They considered you someone that they cared about, that they actually loved and everything. And then you just basically put your middle finger up and you said, fuck Jesus, fuck you people. That's, I don't understand why you did that, Joe. I'm not a Christian.
Well, actually, I was lying the whole time.
You were lying the whole time.
The whole time I never actually the whole Joe the Christian stuff, that was all bogus.
Well, Joe, you do realize that not only that's what atheists and Christians are going to perceive when they see the video. They're going to be like, Joe is an atheist. He's supposed to be a rational, free thinker. Why would he lie? Why would he be deceptive? Because not only does it make Christians look stupid what you did, but it made non-believers look like, what the hell? Are these people just mean, cruel son of bitches that are out there to screw Christians over? You get what I'm saying, Joe? You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So why?
I get
why
that
would you do this for a person who doesn't give two shits about you, a person that is using you like a tool? This mask asshole doesn't give a fuck about you. Why would you trade in all these friends who cared about you and respected you for this measly little shit bump for?
Well, to be honest, I've known him for quite a while, and he has never done me wrong.
Done you wrong? He put you in a position where you've lost a lot of friends and a lot of respect and trust that you.
He didn't put me up to that. That was actually my idea.
You made the decision to.
That was me 100%.
You made the decision to hurt your own friends and people who trusted you and respected you. Why?
Are you talking about the ones that I associated before I turned my alleged turned Christian?
Joe,
What are you talking?
Joe,
are you talking about like you and Sabella?
No, I'm not a Christian, Joe. I'm a non-believer myself.
No, not you. I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, I know you're not. I'm talking about like Sabella.
Joe, I myself, I talk to Christians as well as atheists as well as Jewish folks. I did an interview recently with a Jewish fellow for about an hour called Submission to the Lord. Real good guy. Although I'm a non-believer, I do try to treat religious people with a little bit of respect and nice. Not their religion, but them as human beings. There are a lot of Christians that I talk to where I was like, is this guy for real or not? And they said, no, he's a really kind, he's a good person. He would never sit there and do something like that. You literally, you hurt some people deep inside by doing that. And I don't understand why, Joe, because these people never done nothing wrong to you.
I don't know. I think I pretty much the main thing is I'm just trying to get more attention to myself. I'm kind of I'm a small YouTuber. I've been a small YouTuber for quite a while, and I'm just trying to get more, get my name out there, get my face out there.
So you're wanting to basically get views and monetization and all that. You want to be popular.
Actually, no. The monetization really don't mean anything to me.
Okay.
Just views, just to get people to see my ugly face.
Joe, you do realize that there's different ways to do things. If you want views and you want subscribers, try just. Joe, there's better ways to do it than to troll people and hurt people and stuff like that.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What happened that what actually started this with you mimic Phoenix and all this drama? What actually started everything?
Well, I originally believed Tim Phoenix was a very nice person. I believed that he was a good guy. You seen what he did?
Yeah, but I mean.
Well,
there must be something other than this because they've been talking about you for quite a while and.
Well, I didn't know.
I can't go into detail of what was said because I don't remember exactly, but.
Okay. Well, I originally seen a video by a user called Skeptical Heretic. Are you familiar with that?
I'm familiar with the name.
Okay. Well, Skeptical Heretic is at this point in time on YouTube, he's a fairly popular YouTuber. He's most likely going to become extremely popular because of the way he does things. He did a video to Mr. Raven Wolf, and I seen the whole wolf costume and all that, and I was interested in what I was seeing. He was wearing a wolf mask and talking about Jesus, so I went over to Raven Wolf's channel because the guy had posted a link to it. So I seen Raven Wolf, and I noticed that Raven Wolf was being trolled. There was a problem where him and Sabella and a bunch of people were having an issue over the fact that Raven said something about he needed some time before he got really deep into a relationship with this female, which I understand. But what happened is that I thought that his videos were interesting. So I asked him if he'd be willing to do an interview. I like interviewing other atheists as well as religious people. I like being able to find out why they believe and think like they do. Well, whenever I did this interview, the next thing I knew, I guess the same people who weren't liking Raven Wolf or Sabella and some of the others decided they wanted to pull me into their drama game. I didn't know any of these people. I didn't even know Raven Wolf before the interview and all that. So they've it's been all a shock and awe. Do you know what shock and awe means?
Shock and awe?
Yeah, do you know what that means?
Yeah, well, pretty much like what it sounds. You're in all shock and awe.
Well, it's kind of like the thing with the war, where basically when someone goes in and they attack somebody by surprise, they just blow them up and don't really give anything.
Yeah, like pretty much like shock and awe. It basically is just surprised.
Yeah. I've always been the type of person, and people have known this about me, that if I see somebody getting bullied or I see somebody being hurt or damaged on the internet or in real life, I try to talk to them. I try to make them feel better, try to get an understanding of what's going on. I did not know your friends. I didn't know them. I had no bad feelings about anybody or anything like that. I'm just a guy who uploads videos and tries to do the best I can, just like what you say that you are. And these folks have made the decision to troll me nonstop. I've been ignoring the hell out of it, though. I've been sitting here.
Is it possible that you did something intentional or unintentional that could have triggered this negativity from like Phoenix and Mimica?
There's only one thing that I've heard, a reasoning behind this, and it's between a girl named Ashley. Ashley and we talked in Skype with Raven Wolf, and I asked her what was her beliefs. She said that she was a Christian. She also said that she was aggravated with me because I did a video a while back about how prayer is not magical. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't fix diseases or sicknesses. And she apparently at the time thought that it had something to do directed at her or about some condition that she claimed to have had. So she sat there and said that basically she felt like the video was in some way hurting her feelings or doing something against her, but it was not. She wasn't even mentioned in the video. Her name wasn't even mentioned. It was just about that, something I talk about all the time. I've been making videos for 6 years talking about how prayer doesn't work, how I do not believe that God exists, how I don't see any evidence for it. It was in no way a personal attack towards anybody that actually does have a condition or sickness. So that's the only reason I've heard. That's the only thing that I know about this. Joe, I seen you as a person who is going through the same thing I thought Raven Wolf was going through. I thought you were being trolled. I thought you were being hurt. They did the same thing with Tin Phoenix. I thought that he was being attacked. I seen people leaving comments calling him a homosexual and calling him names, and I thought, this little bitty guy with the glasses on video, he's getting the shit kicked out of him, and people are manipulating and taking advantage of him. I felt bad. I tried to extend my hand of friendship, tried to be there for somebody. That's the type of person I am. And it does make me sad to see yourself as well as Tin Phoenix do that. It's disappointing because, you know, if people do that, who can we trust and who can we? Why would people want to help people in the future if they think everybody's trying to just stab them in the back on this thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, to be perfectly honest, whether you will believe me or not, I did this. Originally. I was just doing this originally, just being a dick because I figured you were a nasty person. I too didn't know much about you, and after I actually got to seeing your videos and speaking through comments and stuff, I'm realizing I don't think you're a bad person.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe. And I personally think if you really want to know how I feel about this, I actually feel terrible for you. I feel like you may have not been completely bullied like what you made it out to be, and you took your shirt, ripped it off, and said, fuck Jesus. But I feel like in a way you were basically used, whether you like to think that or not. They got a real laugh out of this. But Joe, at the end of the day, how do you think that this is going to actually help you on YouTube? People actually have to trust you. They have to like you. And if you sit there and pretend as though, you know, you were being that way, what's the point? Joe, I'm trying to help you out, man.
I understand.
If you wanted to get views and you wanted to get subs, there's a lot of different ways to do it. But this way that you did, this will almost seal your fate on YouTube as an internet personality. This will always be held over your head by those who don't like you or respect you. That's why I'm saying, why, Joe? Why? But you're saying that you were just pissed off at the moment, and that's fine. Let's say that you were just pissed off at me. Okay, and it was just for me. You do realize by doing this, it actually pissed off other atheists and Christians at the same time. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get that.
Because now Christians may end up making videos saying, look at the atheist who ripped off his shirt and said, fuck Jesus. He's just a mean, angry person who lied. You know? And then the atheists are going to say, geez, that's not the way atheists are supposed to be. We're not liars. We're not fuckers, you know?
Hey. To be perfectly honest, hey, we can be fuckers and we can be assholes at times. To be perfectly fair and honest.
It's true. We can be assholes if we choose. Religious people can also be assholes if they choose. But
I'm not saying if we choose, because every person's got their buttons.
Yeah.
And like I said in the past, I got a saying. I'm like a book. Depends on whatever page you want, however you treat me, you'll get a different page of me. You treat me nice. You say, "Hi, how are you doing?" I'll be nice. Or you're gonna say, "Fuck you." I'll turn a page and I'll be a total jackass.
Well, let me ask you a question, and this is the last time I bother you about this subject. You can handle it any way you like. Did I or Thick Shades ever actually do something that personally upset you? Did I ever say anything in my videos, or Thick Shades, or any of the other users that are upset about this? Did we do something that you feel we deserve to get that kind of treatment?
There was actually something that was between you and Thick Shades recently that you mentioned.
Okay.
It wasn't toward me, but it does upset me.
Okay, what was it?
I can't remember the exact. I'm terrible with quoting, but if I mention it, I'm sure you'll jog your memory.
Okay.
You and Thick Shades saying, talking back and forth. I can't remember what video it was, but you were talking about how there are more homosexuals that are pedophiles than anything else. I didn't like that. That's pretty much that's
in my video on Keane vlogs and stuff, which you've seen. I've always been a supporter of homosexual rights. I've always been a person who thinks that homosexuals should be able to marry, have civil unions, have all the benefits that straight couples have. There is you're probably talking about Iron Cross. Iron Cross.
Was that Iron Cross?
Yeah. Iron Cross is a Christian, and he believes that homosexuality is on the same level as pedophilia. I actually disagreed with him. I said, no, homosexuality is consenting adults, is where pedophilia has to do with the rape and violation of children who are physically weaker and inexperienced, mature, as well as physical-wise. So it was a Christian I was arguing with who believed that homosexuality was on the same level as pedophilia, which I completely disagree with. Joe, you do know that for the past week I've told you what my Skype is. All you had to do is just call me up and ask before doing it.
Oh yeah. I actually tried the other day, but I seen you were online, but you weren't. It was Don that was online.
Yeah. And, I myself, Joe, I don't really like Joe. I don't usually talk about a lot of this stuff on YouTube, but I've got some major health issues and stuff, and I get sick. I sleep quite a bit and everything like that, and relax. And unfortunately, I was not able to receive that particular call. But Joe, we've had all week. You know, we had an opportunity. There's been also blog TVs. You should have just asked me. You should have just talked to me privately and said, Brett, this bothered me. I seen it as this, and it.
I mean, this is something in the last day or two I seen it.
Well, go look at the comments again, and you'll see that I told him that homosexuality and pedophilia is not the same. It's not even in the same fucking ballpark.
Okay, well, there are times I will misinterpret things and see things wrong.
Okay.
That's a wrong on my part. That happens to me a lot.
Well, Joe, I have you added on my Skype. Anytime you want to talk or chat and everything, that's fine with me. I hope that you realize that I'm not out to try to fuck you up or aggravate you or anything like that, but I do think that it would probably be best for you, in order to get out of this rut, just make a video and say to all the Christians out there, as well as atheists, that you weren't trying to hurt anybody. It was just a goofy event, that happened, and that was it. In order to save yourself from a bunch of bullshit and nonsense.
Yeah, that probably would be best, because some of my other subscribers that may have been keeping an eye on me from my Joe the Atheist channel, which I did remove, that I did close. Any chance of them maybe possibly coming back? So.
Oh boy. Well, Joe, I don't have anything against you. I hope you realize that. Even after this video that you've done, I have nothing, no anger or hatred towards you, whatever. I hope that this situation is able to get resolved. I don't know how to help you in this situation now, though. And I know you may not realize the magnitude of what you did, but it's gonna cause you trouble with a lot of people, but it's not going to be me. I'm not going to aggravate you or fuck with you, but you know it's going to cause a shitstorm for you. So, I got another question. Sure.
Is there a possibility that this all this drama with you, Sabella, Thick Shades, everybody in Phoenix and Mimica, and everybody on both sides, is there a way that this could just be resolved and just let bygones be bygones?
Well, sure. I've actually done the same thing for Mimic and the others that I've done for you. I gave Tin Phoenix my Skype. I gave the guy in the mask my Skype. These folks could have called me anytime and we could have talked things out and figured out what the issues were privately. If you look on my channel, you will see that there's barely any videos made about these folks, Joe. The only people I made videos to was you, trying to help you out. Look at my channel. I've got no videos attacking them. I've been just keeping my damn head out of it and minding my own business. They're the ones that keep making the videos going after me, Joe. Look. Make a comparison for yourself. Do you see any? Go to my channel right now. Do you see any videos where I'm talking bad about your friends at all? When you get an opportunity, just sit there and ask these people that you're buddies with or that you think is your buddies and tell them, hey, why don't you talk to Brett? Why don't you talk to Raven Wolf? Raven Wolf's been more than happy to open up blog TVs, talk to people on Skype. I'm more than happy to talk to anybody who's got an issue. There's no need to make some kind of public display and aggravation and stuff. We're not in a wrestling ring.
I got another question. You may or may not know. I have no idea. Ashley Dakota has recently was being attacked by this one guy that made this video referring to her as the cum dumpster.
You remember what I told you in the beginning of this conversation we've having?
Yeah.
I met Raven Wolf by watching a Skeptical Heretic video. I don't know anything about Mr. Raven Wolf except for, in my perception, he seems like a pretty decent guy. Sabella, she seems like she's all right. And this is what I know. Two people want to get married. They want to get a relationship and have a life together. That's pretty much the epitome of what I understand and know about this whole thing. I still, for the life of me, do not understand why these people are coming after me and Mr. Wolf like they are. I figured it was just some people who were trying to get subs and views and just making as much drama as possible to bring attention to themselves. And that's it. That's all. That's what I know. You know just as much as I do now, Joe.
Well, I do appreciate the fact that even though I did something nasty, you're not one turning your back on me.
No, I won't turn my back. I do think that you were put in a situation, even though you don't want to believe it or not. I think that you felt like you wanted to defend your friends, you wanted to help them in some kind of way, and you thought that you had to do this. But I think that they're just using you, and they're probably endorsing and promoting what you did. But you're going to end up getting 90% of people who see the video thinking, "Oh, geez, this guy's a jerk." And you don't want that, Joe, because you're not a jerk, are you? You're a nice guy.
Oh, no.
You seem like a nice guy to me.
Well, I try to do what I feel is right, even though if it may seem fucked up on somebody else's point of view.
Just do a video. You don't have to even mention my name in the video. Just sit there and say, to all the Christians and atheists who are watching me, I apologize. I was just being goofy. And I guarantee a lot of people may forgive you for that and just let it go and let it pass. But if you continue on this, people are going to start making tons of videos about you saying that you're this and that. And it's going to be like a terrible ass whooping that nobody would want to be part of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. You can ask me anything you like at any time, Joe. Is there any more questions?
At this point, no.
All right. Well, Joe, I'm going to let you get on to doing whatever you planned on doing before you got on Skype and everything. Anytime you want to talk, let me know, all right?
All right.
All right. See you later, man.
Yep.
Well, Joe, you do realize that not only that's what atheists and Christians are going to perceive when they see the video. They're going to be like, Joe is an atheist. He's supposed to be a rational, free thinker. Why would he lie? Why would he be deceptive? Because not only does it make Christians look stupid what you did, but it made non-believers look like, what the hell? You know, are these people just mean, cruel son of bitches that are out there to screw Christians over? You get what I'm saying, Joe? You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So why?
I get
why
that
would you do this for a person who doesn't give two shits about you, a person that is using you like a tool? You know this mask asshole doesn't give a fuck about you. Why would you trade in all these friends who cared about you and respected you for this measly little shit bump for?
Well, to be honest, I've known him for quite a while, and he has never done me wrong.
Done you wrong? He put you in a position. I respected them. Sorry.
Yeah. And to be honest, I do feel a little bad.
You do realize that these folks considered you their friend. They considered you someone that they cared about, that they actually loved and everything. And then you just basically put your middle finger up and you said, fuck Jesus, fuck you people. You know, that's...
We're set somewhere else.
Joe, the reason why I said the looking bad in video thing is, you do realize that there was a lot of Christians out there who, I mean, I was suspicious because I actually said, you know, what's going on here? Because I didn't know you, Joe. I didn't know what type of person you were. I didn't know if you were a good person, bad person, or just going along with this. But there was a lot of Christians out there who believed that you cared about them and respected them. I don't understand why you did that, Joe. You know, I'm not a Christian.
Well, actually, I was lying the whole time.
You were lying the whole time.
The whole time, I never actually. The whole Joe the Christian stuff, that was all bogus.